welcome back to my channel, beautiful people. This is the video that you've all been waiting for. This is the Kratky method video. I'm going to show you how to use smaller containers. I'm going to also show you how to thin out in this video. Part 1 was showing you how to use the rock wool cube and start a seed. So I'll link that video in case you haven't watched it. Let's go over what we need. First, you're going to need a container. You can use a water bottle. This is a mini water bottle. It fits a 2-inch net cup very well. I'll go over what a net cup is. But you'll need the net cup, you'll need the water bottle, okay? You can also use a mason jar. A mason jar fits, a mason jar fits a 3-inch net cup, okay? So you can use a mason jar. Whatever will fit your net cup and give you enough space to use for your plant to grow. The smaller the plant, the smaller container. I wouldn't go smaller than a small water bottle. But you can use anything from a plastic coffee container and cut the hole in the lid and set the net cup in the lid. You can use a baby food container that's plastic, not the small glass ones, but like a one that comes with like a formula in it. Anything that your mind can think of that will hold your net cup and give you enough space to grow, okay? Then you're gonna need some sort of a dark paper. This is just black construction paper, that's all that is. You can use aluminum foil if you wish. Some sort of covering for your plant when you get finished. You're gonna need your rock wool cube. You'll want it pre-soaked. So please refer to video 1. You soak these for 2 to 4 hours. Okay? You'll need some sort of a labeling system, so just however you label your plants. You'll need a sharp knife, scissors, and then your plant. Okay? You're going to need leca. This is your leca clay pebbles. They come in big sizes, small sizes, medium sizes. Use whatever you'd like, whatever brand. This is Hydroponic, this is a different brand. Whatever you'd like, you use. You'll want to rinse these real well. Put them in a strainer, rinse them until the water runs clear. I suggest you use it in a utility sink or a sink outdoors. So, not a sink outdoors, in the basement, a hose, something like that, because they are very dirty. If you don't have it, do it in your kitchen sink. Just clean it up afterwards. But rinse those until your water runs clear out of your strainer. You'll then need your nutrients. I use this system right here. This is Fox Farms. Okay, and this is their 3 nutrient system. This is good from start all the way to finish. So from your seed all the way to your harvest. So this is open sesame, and you can buy these in bulk. You can buy them separately if you want. I get the 3 because this will get me through my whole harvest from start to finish. This is Open Sesame. And then the second one is Beastie Blooms. That's what you use 4 to 7 weeks. That's when you're blooming. And then Cha-Ching is 7 weeks all the way to harvest. And this is your nutrients that will feed your plant. Really good nutrient system. I use that for everything but tomatoes and strawberries. For tomatoes and strawberries, I use what's called Master Blend. Again, you can buy this in bulk. This one particularly is set up for 5 gallons. There's 3 ingredients in each that you need. Again, you can buy these in bulk if you want and pre-measure or measure out yourself. But these are pre-measured for 5 gallons each, okay? And because I was using a bigger system, which I'll go over in another video after this, that's what I use in my bigger systems, and I use for my tomatoes and my strawberries. All right, so I think we've gone over what we need. Let's go ahead and get started. So what you'll need is your rock wool cube that's been soaked. You want to soak this 2 to 4 hours in water. All you do is you use a container like this, fill it up with water, and then your, try to show you this one here, maybe. Your cubes will soak up what they need. These are my seeds that are sprouting. And these are ones that I planted a couple days later. Alrighty, so on to thinning this out, right? Let's see here. I can get this stuff out of the way. On to thinning this out. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna gently, see all those roots? Beautiful, beautiful roots. Okay, beautiful roots. We do not want to disturb those as much as possible. It is inevitable. You're gonna break some, you're gonna feel bad. I did it. Everybody does it. But this is how you save what you can. Look at those beautiful roots. Alright, so what you do is you go ahead and pat these down as much as you possibly can so they're all down so you can see where they are at. And then you want to find a place in the sponge that does not have a lot of roots, okay? This one is pre-cut, so the roots kind of grew over it because I did put one in the soil already. But you'll want to find a spot that doesn't have a lot of roots. And then you simply just take your knife and carefully, gently cut into it all the way to the hole, okay? So that you can open it up very gently again and see what's happening. See, look, they've already grown back over this hole that I pre-cut when I did the soil. So don't feel too bad when you feel them cracking, because like I said, it's gonna be inevitable. It's gonna happen. Okay, so you're gently gonna pull this apart as gently and easy as you can without ripping too much of the roots. Okay, once you get it to where you can see what you're doing, then you just want to pick one of your plants, whichever one you think you can get out of there without damaging as much as possible. So they have a beautiful root system. I'm gonna try to go with, wow. Try not to do that, but I did just do that. I'm gonna try to go with maybe this one that's in front. So you just have to gently as you can. Like I said, it's gonna be inevitable that they do break, but try to get a nice root system. That's a really nice root system there, okay? Really nice. And we've left that one intact as much as possible, and it will grow back. I promise it'll grow. The roots will grow back, okay? As long as they're not damaged too much, they will grow back. So basically what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna close this guy back up. We're gonna put it back into the basket. Make sure your roots are down there as much as you can possibly get them in there. You want them down in the basket. Okay, beautiful. Let's see when, okay, so when you're done, you want to make sure that it's in there as best as possible. It's not gonna be perfect. I'm kind of a perfectionist myself, so I get it. Try it this way. See, go down in there. Go down in there. All right. Okay. So it's down there. Nice. Okay. And you set that one aside. Now we're gonna work with this guy. If you can't get that long, it's okay. But try to get as long as you can. That's gonna be your best bet. All right, then you want to take your net cup. Gosh, I can't talk, sorry guys. Okay, your net cup. You're gonna take your leca pebbles, and what you're gonna do is you're just gonna make a nice little base. Just one layer of leca in there so you have a nice little base. Okay? Then you take your rock wool that's pre-soaked and pre-cut. Again, refer to part 1. You're gonna pull it apart, and you're kind of gonna do like a reverse action here. You want as much of that root as possible without smashing the plant up top, obviously. See, that's as low as I can get that plant, but I want this root system down here underneath. If you can't get it underneath because you don't have long enough roots, it's okay, but you want roots down here if you can. See, these ones are just touching it. If they end up getting in the middle, you want your plant as far down as you can get it without smashing it. Okay? Okay, so like that. And then what you want to do is you want to get these roots. Maybe what I'll do is take that guy out. Get these roots down through the bottom of the basket. You want them to be through the bottom of the basket. Come on, guy. It doesn't want to do it. Be gentle and kind of work it through. If you have to, you can clip these off. They cut off pretty easily, just to make a bigger hole for yourself to get the root through. Just make sure you pull the plastic out when you're done cutting it. Alright, let's try this again. Leca. And then let's try to get this root through. Listen, sorry. I can smell it. It's basil. Oh my goodness, guys. It's not usually this hard. I'm not sure why this one is playing hard to get. Come on, guy. Let's grab onto that leca. Well, let's try one more. See if I can get that. There. That should work. That should work. Okay. Let's go. Behave. I talk to my plants, guys. I'm a plant nerd. Like to know as much as possible. There we go. I should be able to kind of coax it through there. Listen, sir. You need to behave. And you're not behaving. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, see, it is possible. It is possible. It just took me a while. Sorry about that. Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and just kind of push down on our cube here until we're down to the leca. Okay, push it down, push it down, push it down. Okay, and then from here we are going to pour in our nutrients. Okay, this is pre-mixed nutrients. Again, follow the instructions on the back of the jars. I ended up second guessing myself and ended up wasting a lot of this. It's not cheap. So just read, and just be careful when you're mixing your nutrients. Mix it up correctly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this up, and then what I want to do is I want that root to sit in there. So my root is pretty long, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more there. So just the bottom of that nut cup is sitting in there. So what's going to happen is that nutrients is going to be soaked up by that root that's in there. And then the air roots, which are what's sitting in the rock wool and sitting above the liquid, is going to create the oxygen that the plant needs. So you need both for that plant to thrive. Okay. There's another tomato plant that I did From here, what you want to do is take your leca, and if your plant is big like mine, you'll go ahead and just do some clay, some leca underneath, and what that does is that prevents algae growth. It prevents the light from hitting the medium, which is the rock wool cube in this case. It prevents the algae growth that I have happening in the I do system. So the rock wool cube, or the leca cubes really help with that. So don't crush your plant, but cover your medium as much as you can. After that, you'll just want to go ahead and cover your plant. Now you can pre-cut your sleeve if you want, like I do. Or you can, tape it up afterwards. But you'll really want to tape it up, because what happened to me is I used this construction paper, and one day when I wasn't home, I used only one piece of tape to tape it, and it came open, and my my nutrients was exposed to light, and in that case I could have had algae growth. I didn't, thank goodness, but I could have had algae growth in that case. And so I just want to reiterate, tape. I went tape crazy. Tape it up. You can use this kind of labeling system, which is just tape and label it that way. You can use this kind of labeling system. You can use this kind of labeling system, whatever you want. But then you just label your plant, and you put it under your, like, as close to your I do as you can. So like you've seen my setup, but you put it like right in front, or as close to it as you can. And then you are all done. I'll go over a quick video after this on how to use a bigger container, but this is a smaller container Kratky method. Alright guys, thanks for hanging in there with me. I know it was a long video, but hopefully you learned lots. We will see you soon. Take care.